And welcome to Robotcook's channel. I'm the almighty arcane lord Yaj Mage, and it has been so long since I've wanted to say that. I'm here, playing TF2 after getting a new microphone, and I want to show you something. This just, I'm just going to show you some absolutely epic swag I got. I have gotten from my swag, just gonna do this, the Flamingo Kid, the Operation Steel Trap badge, and a scarily lethal silver bot killer sniper rifle. That's just my other loadout. I prefer this one though. So, thank you for your support. And items. Now, today, folks, I'm going to show you. If you play TF2, you've probably already seen and heard of these weapons, and you're probably not going to call them new anymore. But they're still sort of new. So I'm going to do the review I've wanted to do. Now, I'm going to jump on a map after I've set this up. And servers, favourite. You have no idea how many of these games. Now, how many videos that my dodgy mic has prevented me from making. So, the guns I'm going to be reviewing today are the rescuranger, the loose cannon, and the vaccinator. I'm going to give you an honest review of what I think, and I'm going to give them a score. Now, currently, you have to buy them from the shop. There's no other way you can get them. So I'm going to tell you if it's worth you getting them, of spending something like £2, I think, on these weapons now, or waiting till you can get them for free. So, that's the basics of this video. And it has been too long. I have to say this to you guys. It has been so long since I've been able to record with you. And I just mean too long. I mean, just longer than it needs to be. So, since loading, it's done. blue. Since was for... Okay, I'm going to show off the vaccinator. This thing overheals at a snail's pace. But it's still cool. Watch. By middle clicking, I can change resistance. This really is gauged more towards TF2. No, not gauged towards TF2. Gauged towards man versus machine. Because in MVM, you can just like pop this on. Like say you say, there's a wave of pyros coming. Okay, better switch to my fire resistance. Y'all. Now switch to explosion resistance, because there are bombs coming. I really need to get the Crusader's crossbow. As you can see, the enemy team have got a lot of demo men, so explosion resistance is more than useful. This is probably going to become a thing in the future. This is just... Now watch this. I can provide a mini Uber. I call it a mini Uber because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to sleep at night if I call it a normal Uber. It means it is such a small, tiny little Uber. But it packs a huge punch. I mean, using this tiny, minute little Uber, you and your patient get a 75 resistance to the thing you're healing against, so, you know, if it's explosion resistance. Get what I mean? So, and it also gives you 25 to all the other ones. Now, as far as I can tell, the overdose, let me show you this, overdose, movement speed increased based on Uber charge. So basically, because there are all these micro Ubers, I only have to charge up one micro Uber, I think this is how it works, to get an increasing speed, which this is very useful if you're trying to heal scouts. Well, after this round ends, let's see, well, my opinions on it, I can see it being used a lot in man vs machine, but in normal play, I probably don't see it being used much. As you can see, I'm a 10. Oh, also, another little perk. If the okay, say you're healing a demo man from explosion resistance, let's say. If that demo man is hit with an explosion, you get healed. So it's almost a completely renewable source. That's why, unless you're very good at it, or you have the Crusader's crossbow, you don't play battle medic. He's not battle medic in the game. So, my opinions. This is a good weapon if you know how to use it. If you're a good medic and you know what you're doing, use it. It's excellent. If you're not that good, don't. All in all, I give it a 6 out of 10. No, wait, I give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, next weapon. Don't want to change team. Second up, we got the loose cannon. Ignore the other items in my inventory. The loose cannon is a charged base weapon, which allows you to shoot these cannonballs which do not explode on impact. They merely explode when their fuse is up, and you can charge it to dictate how long that fuse is. It also, if you hit someone, it'll knock them back. So it is another weapon gauge towards MVM. Now, what they intend for you to do with this weapon is get it so it hits them and then explodes. But unless you're advanced with it, that's probably not. So you're just probably going to want to get them with the knockback. This isn't actually a good map for my sticky jumper, so I'd probably just switch to a shield or something. But I'm just saying, that's my point. It's a pretty good weapon when it's all said and done. Of course, I'm not good with it. I'm just saying, when it's said and done, and you can get used to it, and you understand it, it's great. It's one of those weapons you gotta practice with, like the direct hit or the lock and load. Both weapons in which you have to practice. Otherwise, you will suck with it. Apparently, also you can use it to jump, meaning you could do a jump air dash. I'll show you. And goes something like okay, normally that would give you momentum. Okay, with a bit of practice you probably could jump. And this is a weapon which it only works with intense training. I haven't seen many other weapons like that. Apparently also if you hit a wall it also does less damage, but I can't really test that. Other points I want to make about it. Nope, not really. It's probably one of the most unique weapons. Probably one of those weapons where you're gonna hit someone, the cannonball's gonna bounce off and it's gonna roll around and then they're gonna like run off or something and then it's gonna end up hitting them. I can see that happening. course, if you like charge it up to its max and don't let it go, it will just explode in your hand. No, in fact, it won't explode in you. It will literally blow up in your face. And I know a lot about faces. I am the face king. All in all, for beginners, I give it a 4. For true pros, give it a 10. So if I'm
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Peggy 16.
that makes 6. Makes look. It make. I don't know what the difference is. Don't hold to it. NG.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Now this is the final weapon, the rescuranger. I'm pretty sure this was once the name of a TV show. But this allows you to be a bit more tactical as an NG. I'll show you what I mean.
5, 4, 3.
Spy, walrus. Okay, I'll try this. Okay, I'll still have to say. If I was able to switch to red, then I'd probably get a better chance of showing it to you than I actually do now, but... Oh no, it's like... So you're building out your sentry, and then you see a soldier, and you're like, oh beep, I better get into where it's safe. So then you start using the rescue range to repair your sentry from long range. And all it takes is ammo. So you could build your dispenser or something. The trash guy's not amused with my deaths. And then you like you dispense or something, and then just shoot it like this, and it will repair it. Now I'm using probably one of the loadouts they don't recommend. Though they probably should. Valve should probably make this an official loadout, saying like the quick builder. It's the Jag, the Wrangler, and the Rescue Ranger. For those of you who don't know, the Jag lets you lets your sentries get up and running quicker. The Wrangler lets you control your sentries. There's burst. And the Rescue Ranger lets you repair it from a distance. Now it does not knock off sappers, which is quite sad.
Moving out.
You can also use the Rescue Ranger to grab your sentry from long range.
Moving out.
Now, this is probably an optimal loadout if you want to be an engineer who's fancy and likes to rocket jump, because then you can just build a dispenser, build your sentry, use your sentry and the Wrangler to rocket jump up to like a high vantage point, and then just pull your dispenser up to ya. The enemy team seem to be playing rather well. This is, which reminds me, this is actually not just going to be a TF2 review. This is also going to be a new cool skills. Okay, it's a strategy, but it's called pre-building, where you get your sentry up to level 3 in a safe place, like so. Then pick it up.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission. 5 minutes left in the mission.
Like this, and so, we and 2 and how and that.
Put yourself on the point, mister.
Go in, go.
I'm moving this.
See, there's now an angry Australian yelling down at me, so so that means I better listen to what he says, because he's Australian and he's angry.
Just go in.
I'm sorry I actually couldn't show you the whole pulling to or moving around, but it does work. Believe me, it works.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So overall, I rank for Rescue Ranger, but the fact that you can just like hide behind like a rock or something, so your precious sentry stays safe.
Sentry going up.
That's invaluable. I give it an 8 out of 10. A weapon really has to impress me to get the full 10. So, I have been the almighty arcane lord Archmage, who's finished his review, telling you I'm signing off. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Goodbye.